talk show, everybody. Sam Avola, Jimmy Gilbert. Oh, Christopher Talkin.
Really?
Well, what do we owe the pleasure?
Hey, all the guys of the world unite, everybody.
What? Kurt St. Thomas is here and Cher Bear? What?
What is going on?
You may have noticed there are some changes happening. Everybody on Facebook, please check in as well. We don't see you on the screen yet, but we are seeing everybody on the old Insta.
My skin had a mutiny.
Your skin had a mutiny.
A mutiny?
Doesn't he look devilishly handsome, though? Like, he's such a hardo when he shaves his head, and I get all swoony. Because, you know.
People get intimidated, so that's why I carry these glasses around.
I often
so I look more friendly.
Now you look like a dude who just got out of prison. Or is studying to be his own lawyer.
Oh, wow, I was a little Dave Bautista just then.
Oh, well, you can keep that going just fine. By the way, Sherry got Realtor of the Month at her job, so congratulations.
Sell me something.
See, I pay attention. Captain Asshat is here. What is up?
Sean O'Brien, I see you.
Sean O'Brien checking in. Sean and I ran into each other on the 7th inning stretch the other night with Josh Cantor and producer Mary. So, that was exciting. It was like we were at a club, except, you know, we were on our couches.
Right.
How is everybody doing?
I like to be.
We, our new favorite act is called Canceled. They're playing everywhere, apparently.
They're all over the place, man.
I stole that joke from Angel Wood, or something like it. Nikki T checking in. Oh no, Dave, you have great hair. This is so wrong. Grow it back, you jerk. Listen, his hair does grow very fast.
Yeah.
So welcome back. Do you want to tell people why?
I had a skin mutiny. I have
he has
a
like
condition.
it's like a, dry skin
And
thing.
what ends up happening was I was like, wow, I'm really itchy.
Yeah, he was.
What's going on?
I took a look and I was like, that looks. I believe I said that looked angry.
It was painful, and it was like kind of oozing a little bit. It was just horrible.
It was angry.
I'm so ashamed.
So he shaves his head.
So I shaved my head, and it looked like a topographical map of Bulgaria.
But like somebody spilled red coffee all over it. He looked like they were like red stains,
like lines everywhere.
Yeah.
There was
all you couch dermatologists can chime in if you want, but we think we have it under control now.
Yes, actually,
he has the steroid cream and it looks great now, so we're good. And now we just have to wait for the hair to grow back. While I get excited about my new shaved head dude. If anybody knew me in the 90s, that was everything I dated right there. So not that I don't love your beautiful hair. I do. Especially when you rock like the pompadour and everything. Totally love that. So.
All right, that's it, guys. Have a good night.
Julie Kramer is here. Julie Kramer's on the Instagram.
Wow.
Woo!
The Insta.
Oh, and Scott's here too.
Yeah, San Giacomo.
What is going on? We're so happy to see everybody, and we know that, listen, I went to the grocery store earlier this afternoon. Things are not looking good, people. Huge, gaping holes on every aisle, especially the fresh fruits and vegetables. All the eggs, gone. All the cold brew, but that's always gone. And the dairy, like the milk and the creamer and the oat milk, like we're down to the bare bones. And this was like a major supermarket I was at today.
Yeah, a major one you don't want to mention?
I don't want to mention because they're not paying me or anything.
Yeah.
And it's just, here we are again. Here we are again.
Smitty, I've had less hair than that for the past 40 years.
But he looks good with that too.
Shout out. Now I gotta get a fez.
I gotta say hi to Jim Trainer, also checking in. Hey, Lisa, good to see you. Jim Paracotti, eggs all have to be cage-free now. Oh, that's why. I forgot about that. That's a new Massachusetts rule, which they've already done in California.
Listen, I don't want to hear about it, Paracotti.
It's funny because I was looking for the genetically altered jumbo eggs.
Yes,
and there were
ostrich eggs.
There was very slim pickings, and that's why. Because
I prefer to have 2 yolks in all of mine.
It is kind of excited when there's 2 yolks. All right, Cher Bear, good
to
Lisa.
See you.
But I went and I got a huge amount of stuff at the grocery store, and I come home, and Kendall goes, "Where's the cheese?" Like, She's just never
She's
satisfied.
a wicked fault finder.
She really is. Where's the cheese? Where's the sour cream? Because I want more onion dip. I'm like, but look at all the things that I got you. No,
Vicky
no.
Salapande says there was a salad recall a few weeks ago.
Yeah, there was no bags of salad either. So, yeah. Yes, Dave
Maddie-
has a new
Maddie
look,
just checked
Lisa. And Maddie is here as well. So, we're going to move on from Dave shaving his head. He had a little bit of a skin scare. Everything's fine now.
Listen, the bottom line is I'm going to level with you guys, okay? You know, it's the season where we like to have fires in the fireplace. Okay? Mm-hmm. And I didn't use the right adhesive for my wig. And I leaned forward to put another log in the fire, and in went my toupee. And it caught, it was immediately engulfed in flames. And, yeah. So, I got another one coming in the mail.
Maddie says you look okay bald because your head is nicely shaped. And,
Thank you.
And I think it is. It's actually
Yeah,
very
I actually
nicely
do
shaped.
have a pretty good...
I do not.
It's not too lumpy.
My head is very lumpy, so I will not be shaving my head anytime soon. Jimmy Gilbert, I have not watched either of those shows, but we are going to get to all the shows that we are watching right now.
He's telling us to get on with it, isn't he?
Yes, he is. He's moving things along.
How often does Jim Gilbert show up and he's telling us to move
Jimmy
on?
G, it's nice to have you here, but until you're, going to be our producer, you're not going to move us along.
By the way, you're a bass player. You're not a lead guitarist, okay? So stay in your lane, bro.
Oh my God. Jim Murray, Dave, I totally feel this look.
Thank you, pal.
So Nikki T says her new favorite TV series is The Now. We're going to have to put that on a list because I don't know about it.
What's it on?
Is that another Hulu find for you? Dave's rocking the Book of Boba Fett look for the series. That's what Captain Asshat says.
Right.
And you would be right.
My head looked kind of like Boba Fett after he came out of the Sarlacc.
That is true. Can we talk Book of Boba Fett? I realize it's only week 2, episode 2, but we've been watching and talking about it so much. In my head, it was like week 4, and I was so excited that it was better. And Jim Murray's like, "It's literally episode 2. Slow your roll." I'm like, "I'm sorry, I'm being judgy."
Yeah.
But this episode was great. No spoilers. No real spoilers.
No,
but
it's just
we did a deep dive into the Sand People, which is very exciting.
Tusken Raiders, man.
And we've spotted a Wookiee. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah. All I'm going to say is that I don't know if I've seen a lot of Wookiees like this one.
No. I don't remember that on the planet with all the Wookiees.
Nope.
What's the name of the planet? It's
Kashyyyk.
Kashyyyk. I knew it had a K in it and then another K sound, but I couldn't bring it to the forefront of my brain the way you can. So thank you.
That's right there.
That big scene in the prequels with all the Wookiees, I don't remember seeing one that looked like this one. So we could have a new one. Who knows? Amy Prohaska checking in. Hello.
Kind of wears some spiked armor.
Yeah, and what is the name of the actor that plays Boba again? Because I know you. Is it Tamara?
Tamara Johnson.
Tamara. He's great.
It's really Temuera, but I don't know. I don't think it gets pronounced like that.
Okay. Well, he's great.
And I don't want to mispronounce his name. Okay, listen. If you guys want to do a deep dive, if you'll bear with me, okay? There's a movie. It's the first time I ever saw him in anything. And it is a movie, I think it's a production out of New Zealand.
Yeah, it's Once We Were Warriors.
Once Were Warriors.
Yeah.
Right?
That was a big movie, honey. That was a big independent film.
Oh, it was an indie film from
but
New Zealand.
Big, yeah.
Okay? He plays the scariest character. He's a dad.
Yep, I remember.
But he's not up for Dad of the Year.
Yeah, no. It was a very dark movie.
Oh, it was really dark.
Yeah. He's a great actor, for sure. And Captain Asshat also brought up that if you're a deep Star Wars nerd, there's huge fan service happening. I haven't gone back to gloss through everything because listen, we are nerds, but I am not at the level where I've read all the books and I know all the canon. We just don't. You know more than I do, obviously. But, we're just really big enthusiasts. We
Nikki
don't
T, behave yourself.
Was she getting saucy? Oh, look at her talking about deep dives. They did a survey recently about phrases that they want us to stop using in 2022, and deep dive is one of them.
Really?
And now I can't stop saying it. I also say no worries. That's on there. I do that all the time. Like, out of the 15 sayings, I was guilty of at least 10 of them, and I was kind of mad. Okay, so Mighty B is joining as well. Hello.
Listen, if nothing else, Amy Prohaska now knows that the Book of Boba Fett has started.
See, we've done our job. Good night, everybody.
That's it. Wrap it up.
Condor. We talked about the first season of Condor.
We really dug the first season of Condor.
It is on Epix, which we watch through Amazon Prime.
It's
but
an
you can
Epix original.
Get it anywhere.
And it's a CIA analyst.
If you're missing a Jack Ryan situation, this is
Only,
I think it's a little.
in a way, it's
is
better.
It smarter?
It's smarter.
Yeah, I think it's smarter. The characters are a little more fleshed out.
I don't think it's as messed up and kind of
William Hurt
as Homeland. It's kind of in the same vein as
it
that
is.
in a
It's
way,
like
but
if the new Jack Ryan series and Homeland had a baby, it might be Condor.
Could be this.
Yeah, it's great. We love watching like an episode a night with dinner.
And what is the lead actor's name?
Oh,
His last
no
name,
idea.
I'll tell you, is Irons. I looked at this guy and I go,
Oh, he's Jeremy Irons' son.
I looked at him and I go, wow, he resembles Mark Strong, who's one of our faves.
Yeah, we love Mark.
Okay? And I'm like, I'm going to look it up. Next thing you know, Angie looks it up because she's faster on the internet. It's just the way it is. Okay? I'm slow on the draw. I thought I'd be dead.
This is my impression of Dave on his mobile phone. You ready? Hulk smash! Hulk smash! He's just like, or when he's trying to use Siri and he's like, look up! And then he goes, like, Siri doesn't understand people who drop their R's anyway.
Oh, the Lucille Ball movie. We did watch that.
Yeah, Meet the Ricardos? Is that the name of it?
I believe it is.
Not as bad as we thought it was going to be.
I actually liked it.
We enjoyed it, although at no time watching this do you believe you're watching Lucille Ball. You know you're watching Nicole Kidman play Lucille Ball, and I think that's the problem.
I think that's a matter of opinion.
I think she's a great actress, but anybody that
But
grew
wait,
up watching any of those I Love
Javier
Lucy
Bardem,
episodes, yeah,
awesome as Desi Arnaz.
Yeah.
Awesome. Charming. I wanted to marry him.
I think that this movie was made more just to show how savvy Lucille Ball was. As you know, as a comedic actress, writer, producer, her comic
totally
timing, she never got enough credit. This movie gives her all the credit. So, we liked it a lot. Did you guys like it? Is Nikki T the one that? Oh, she's watching it right now, and she hit
Sam
pause.
Avila. I'm gonna say it should have been Deborah Messing. I'm just gonna assume that you're kidding.
No, I don't think so. It could have been Deborah
Wait a
Messing.
minute.
Why not?
Gravitas-wise?
I don't know.
I mean, although she's a better comedic actress, I would say, than Nicole Kidman is.
What was it? Written and directed by David E. Kelly, I think.
I don't recall.
And I think he had an agenda.
You stinker!
And,
is that his production company?
No, that's the guy that did Everybody Loves Raymond, I think.
No, I don't think so.
Is it?
Look it up.
Okay.
It was at the end of.
I'm sure somebody, one of the
lawyer
viewers
series,
will let us know. That was Aaron Sorkin. Was Aaron Sorkin the one that did Being the Ricardos? Very possible. Jim Gilbert, our unofficial second producer, please chime in. So Condor we love, Book of Boba Fett obviously we love. Condor season 2, so if you're looking for something to binge, that's a good one. The Witcher's still going for us. I've been watching it mostly on the weekends.
And you know what? I watched a little bit of it. It's not that bad.
Yeah,
I think it's better than the last season.
The first season, the first couple of episodes were awful, but by the end you were like, okay, I get it. This season is definitely better.
Jim Gilbert answering with one-word answers. Thanks, Jim. That really clears it up.
No, we were right, and it's Aaron Sorkin. Being the Ricardos, Aaron Sorkin. Are you really giving Jimmy G shit? We never even get to talk to Jimmy Gilbert.
I'm so
and you're being mean.
I'm having the what is it? What do they call that? It's the I'm happy to see him, so I'm giving him crap. It's
as is the Charlestown way.
Well,
We show love by ribbing.
Yes, a little bit of
probably
poking in the
shouldn't
ribs.
have done that.
What are you trying
but
to
I
say?
Did that.
That they fake or...
Henry Cavill. Is it Cavill? I looked this up too.
I think it is.
Shoot.
It's not Cavell.
No.
Because I'd have to punch
I looked it up to see exactly how to pronounce it, and I think it's rhymes with something, and now I can't remember. Anyway, they're talking about him as the new Bond, and I'm like, please stop with that nonsense. The new Bond either needs to be a male of color or a female, and I would love somebody like Ruby Rose, like an androgynous
Leave
kind
it
of.
out. No,
that's what I would like for James
Bond.
Well,
make up your own character.
Or Idris Elba. That's my other
All right, that's
wish
acceptable.
For James Bond. Or let's just get rid of James Bond because it's such an antiquated character anyway. Jerk Joe Burke checking in. Ka-ching!
You shouldn't talk about James Bond like that. He's a 00.
Yes, rhymes with travel. Cavill. Rhymes with travel. Thank you, Sam Avola. Coming to my rescue. Apparently, Sam is on in the doghouse with the old Facebook until tomorrow. I wonder what you did, Sam.
Are you proselytizing decency again? You.
We also wanted to remind you about a few weeks ago we gushed over The Tender Bar, the new George Clooney directed Ben Affleck starring movie. It was released in theaters. It is available for streaming this week, I believe, by the end of the week on Amazon Prime. And really, you guys all have to watch it. It's
really
great. It's really good.
Honestly.
It's just kind of a feel-good, nice movie. And right now we could use some good feelings, right?
If it's not it hits you right in the feels.
It does.
Definitely.
And it takes place in Manhasset, Long Island, but honestly...
It might as well be Quincy.
It could absolutely be anywhere here, except maybe, like Duxbury, Marblehead, or Swampscott.
Amy, nobody likes to show off. Amy Prohaska. I read the book.
Speaking of books, Station 11 on HBO Max...
Jeez, we forgot all about that.
It's so good. We've been waiting and watching a couple episodes at a time. It's very triggering if you are having issues with the state of affairs right now.
Yeah.
Because it all takes place. It's a post-apocalyptic
flu
situation.
We're going to have a show where all we do is talk about post-apocalyptic things. And actually, I mean, putting a new spin on something like that.
Yeah. Listen, it's how much television and how many movies that we watch. We're addicts. And I don't like to brag, but I minored in film at Salem State College, which is totally not a brag. It's a joke.
That's like just this side of USC Film School.
However, that being said, very rarely do I not see what's happening and not see what's coming. I'm usually a few moves ahead, and it annoys Dave. I'm like, oh, this one's this, and this one's that.
Well, that's the thing.
Because it's all the same, right?
I can figure things out, but, I enjoy having, my suspension of disbelief, be intact. You know what I mean?
Right. But there's a formula for these things, and usually you can kind of anticipate where things are going. I have no idea where Station 11 is going, and it's great. I mean, I don't know. When things start to click into place, you're like, oh, I think that's that dude's son, and whatever. Like, that is starting to happen, but it's just so refreshing to watch something where it's not hackneyed, and you're not like, oh, this is going to happen.
There's actually a show like that jogs my memory. There's a show called The First, okay? The main character is Sean Penn, first of all, okay? It's a limited series, okay? So it's Sean Penn and Natasha McElhone, okay?
No idea who that is.
Oh, if you saw her, you'd be like, oh, yeah, that Irish actress with the eyes.
Okay.
And, so anyway.
Hold on, we have to answer a quick question. Someone's asking what these lights are. They're BB-8s.
Those are BB-8s, yes.
Because us. Okay.
Yeah.
So Sean Penn.
So Sean Penn is the lead actor in a series called The First.
And what is it on?
It is a... See, you put me on the spot. I can't remember what
okay,
it was
we'll post about it.
Yeah, we'll put it somewhere. I'll put it in under my pillow.
Actually, people can just use their little gadget.
The First.
The First.
Okay, it has to do with going to Mars.
Being the first. As opposed to all those Irish actresses without eyes. Listen. Jerk Joe Burke. Gonna jerk.
True to your name, baby.
Jimmy Gilbert's asking, is it the Mars thing?
It is the Mars thing.
Okay.
And I'll tell you, there's almost no sci-fi to it. Okay? It's in the very, very near future, it's set. And it is all people's stories. It's the story, it's his story with his daughter and his wife and like all the stuff that they go through. It's all very personal stories. So it is like, it's this concept that we all think about as sci-fi nerds. Who's going to get to Mars first? Like, what are we going to do? We're going to terraform. We're going to do this. Okay. This is totally, it's very enthralling.
Okay.
But from a humanistic point of view, like, really,
Okay, so there's something else for you guys to watch.
There you go.
Now Nikki's asking what a BB-8 is, and I'm going to have to pass on that. Matt Lambert, Star Wars droid. Oh, see, Maddie's doing it for us. He's mansplaining BB-8 to Nikki T. That's going to go over well.
Is that mansplaining or nerdsplaining?
Nerdsplaining, sorry. Amy Prohaska is asking, have we seen The Beforeigners on HBO Max? Yes, we have. We love it, and we need to go back and pick it back up.
Oh, yeah, that was good.
Very good. Love the concept.
Was that Sweden?
Really love the concept.
Is it from Sweden?
I believe it was some kind of...
It was in Sweden or Norway?
Yeah. I think Norway, maybe. Very good, Amy. Thank you for bringing that up. Nikki T says, because when Star Wars came out, I was drinking and having sex. Were you, Nikki T, in 77?
Yeah. You know what? I think you should go and see a therapist now because it's come out that you've been... abused at this point. I'm sorry.
Okay. So, that's kind of everything we have for what to watch this week. However, we're a little behind the curve on the new Spoon music that's out because we heard for the first time the single that was apparently released at the end of October. I did not get the memo.
Listen, I was busy eating everything.
We'll get to that in a minute. The Hardest Cut.
Yes,
we were listening to George Knight,
as one
does, and all of a sudden there was this new Spoon song, and we actually had a little not argument, but I was like, this has got to be new, and Dave was like, I don't think so. I don't think it's new. Maybe it's new, and then
because I had heard it before.
Yeah. Well, you heard it because it wasn't really new. It came out at the end of October, but it was new to us. We love it. It's harder.
It's got a heavy little section to it.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Spoon is one of those bands that I was late to the party on, but every song is a gem.
They're all different.
But they all have that common thread.
And when
Daniels, I guess.
When I showed up and I was like, I visualized them in my head.
And they didn't look
And then when I saw them, I was like, and they're from Texas?
I think so, yeah. Austin. And Britt is like 6'5", 6'7".
Like
he's ridiculously tall, good-looking blonde dude.
I thought he was like an angry little New Yorker.
Nope. The album comes out February 11th, and the album is called Lucifer on the Sofa. And Dave found out some interesting... are there going to be colored vinyl releases or something?
Right, so there's an orange and black color LP. It's exclusive to Matador Records site and the Spoon web store. So that comes out, let me see. Those, if you buy it ahead of time, they'll come out by February 11th. They'll send them out to you.
We have a question coming in on the Instagram feed. Is that really a Captain Rex helmet over Dave's shoulder?
Yes, it is. Yep.
You're welcome. You would have a lot of fun in our house. Captain Asshat.
Captain Asshat, well...
Who did come to trivia when we were still doing trivia, so we have met him in real life. What are you bringing down? Oh, here we go.
Shock Trooper.
The Shock Trooper.
This is
pretty great.
This is my pride and joy.
Yeah, it's pretty great.
Although I have to say, not very comfortable to wear.
No, the other one's more comfortable. The
X-wing
with
pilot.
the Red 5 helmet.
Yeah,
is,
that's a much more comfortable helmet to wear.
I think. And Jimmy G says thanks for the spoon info. You're welcome. Look at that.
Yeah, we highly recommend.
Yeah, very good.
Yeah.
Anything else as we're inching? We have 5 minutes left. What else do we have to update everybody on?
I want to talk about my problems.
The floor is yours.
I might go through it.
Okay.
I just weighed myself today. And I'm not going to throw numbers at you. But I'm going to say that since probably Halloween.
Okay.
I've probably gained 30 pounds.
You have been eating everything that hasn't been nailed down.
30 pounds.
Yeah. But there's been a lot going on.
Yeah.
There's some...
You know what I did find out? Shaving off all your hair doesn't really affect your weight.
You pulled a Britney, basically.
Oh, yeah?
Kinda.
Well, hopefully,
I mean, you know.
Hopefully I can shape up as well as she has.
Yeah, she does look pretty great these days.
I just won't wear
right, there's new Urge Overkill as well. Dennis White actually mentioned it the other night when we did a little live New Year's Eve. I don't think it's out yet, but Denny White has a copy. So let's just all go over to his house and we can listen to it. Nash Cato delivered it to Dennis. Because Nash's parents live here, so he spends a lot of time here. I don't know if they're both still living. I really hope they are. But anyway, I'm looking forward to hearing the new Urge Overkill record. Who wouldn't be?
Yeah.
You know, I mean, solid band. Never a bad time at an Urge Overkill show, ever.
Just rocking.
Denny's chiming in. It's being released February 11th.
So February 11th is the date for everything.
Yeah, that's a big release date.
Is it a Friday?
Well, usually, back in the day, things were released on Tuesdays, but I don't know. We'll have to look it up and find out. It'll take Dave probably till the end of the show to find his calendar app on his phone and find it. Nikki T says Nash tried to lick her face at All Asia. That's not surprising.
Is a Friday.
Oh, it's a Friday. Okay, good. Congratulations.
I'm like a broken clock. I'm right twice a day.
So, Dave's on a new low sodium kick as of today.
Oh yeah, I had some pitting edema. I'm doing great.
There's a lot going on. There's a lot to unpack, but we are trudging ahead. And I have to say, I'm really proud of you because you are being ridiculously proactive about your health. You're just getting your ass handed to you. You know, like, you're going to all these appointments, you're doing all the right things, and they're like, oh, by the way, we see something on a scan, and we need to have you come back. And then you go back, and they're like, oh, so that didn't work. And there was too much going on in the scan, so now you have to come back and have an MRI. And it's like...
To be fair...
Yes.
When I had the sonogram done with the ultrasound, I just have to reiterate this, guys. I'm medically... It's been documented that I'm like one of the gassiest people on the planet Earth.
And it's been getting worse lately, actually.
And they actually... It says... scan was inconclusive due to colon gas. And they were looking up near my liver.
And that was an ultrasound, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So he had so much gas they couldn't see his liver on the ultrasound.
Gas is a clear thing, right?
Not yours. Not yours. So basically Dave is Pigpen from Peanuts. And that's what's happening. So we have a question coming in from Captain Asshat. Okay, I've got a really important question for you guys before you kick off. Trying to find all Christmas long Josie and the Pussycat soundtrack. That was how I got my daughter into good music via Kay Hanley, via Letters to Cleo. I'm not sure if the Josie and the Pussycat soundtrack is out of print or not. I'll have to ask about that. Wanted to get her the vinyl. Can't find it anywhere. Any suggestions? I will look into that and... direct message me on Instagram, and I will find out if it's still in print or what we have to do. All right. Nikki T says, you farted on the text.
Listen, let me tell you something right now.
If we could
was all I could do
somehow
not
use
to.
it, like if we could rig you up to, like we could light up a neighborhood with your gas. Like if we could find a way to turn it into, like, instead of a steam engine, we could have a fart engine.
Yeah.
We would be sustainable like that.
Homesteading.
You would just have to sit there and eat
Beans.
Mexican food.
Yes.
Over and over again.
Yeah.
All right.
That's the thing. It doesn't take Mexican food for me to be gassy. It could be anything.
Anything.
I'm drinking water.
Yeah. And he'll fart.
I'll be gassy.
Yeah. So on that note, we love you guys. It's 8:00. Jim says, Pericotti says, Dave should bottle it now that the British girl retired. Oh, I know. That was so weird. I'll tell you about it later. Some British girl is like selling her farts online, and
The fart bottler?
we have never talked about farts this much ever. Vicky Salapande, find a used copy on Discogs. So Captain Asshat, you can probably find that on Discogs. So
We're out of here.
bye. We love you.
We
We'll
love
see
you guys.
next
Thank
week.
you for showing up
Mwah.
and sharing the
Stay safe. Mask up.
evening with us.
Reach out. If anybody wants to chat, we're here all the time. Because we never leave. We love you guys.
Bye.
Toodaloo. Oh, and you can hit up the Venmo if you
Take
are
your finger out of the way.
able
for those
to do
people.
that. Oh, yeah. Venmo. There you go. Thank you. Love you guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.